What's up, guys? I just want to say thank you very much for last night on episode 100 of Monetize This. You guys nailed it. I'm going to talk about WWE news later and some other things later, Todd Phillips and some other things similar to that. But a lot of you guys have asked me questions about my microphones and audio and stuff like that, so I just wanted to get to that in this video. I wanted to make a video about it. So right now, what I'm using right now, I just picked this up. This is the Audio-Technica 2100, ATR 2100. This is great. If you're starting off, don't get the Blue Yeti. Don't get the Snowball piece of crap. Get this microphone that I'm holding right now because this thing is unbelievable. This is $50. Okay, this is $50. I got it because it eliminates background sound really well. So if I'm in the room and the kids are in the room, you're going to pick up less on them. Like if I'm talking over here, you're really not going to hear it as much as if I'm talking right in front of it, whereas another mic might pick this up and it's really far away now, so you can see the differences. It really isolates sound really well. You can hear my kid crying. Ready? I kind of can hear him. But the microphone's good for that. The really cool thing about this mic is it doubles. It uses USB into the computer, USB to mini USB to USB, or an XLR connection. So it has both. That is simply awesome. So will this sound as good as this? Not quite, obviously, but for the most part, it's really, really good at doing a good job of sounding almost as good as a high-performing mic. The other thing about this, the bad thing about this, let me give you the negative. The negative about this mic is this. Oh yeah, I'm standing here with this guy. You hear the vibrations? That's the only annoying thing about this mic. So you always want this mic anchored. So while many people say it's a great handheld mic, I agree a little bit, but I would say as a handheld mic on scene, yes, sir, what did you want to see? An interviewing mic. Tell me more about this, Mr. Jackson. You know, it's going to be kind of, you kind of get that noise. If that pisses you off, you're not going to want to use this mic. It bothers me. Now, it does pick up less on the USB portion. You're hearing it right now through the XLR, which does pick up more vibrations. If this goes USB to your computer or to a device and you're doing an interview, you will hear less vibrations, but I've tried it. You will still hear them, and they're pretty loud still. So I picked up this mic so I could do videos in the living room, even with my kids running around, and it works well for that if it's plugged in USB, because USB actually eliminates more sound. So if you want to eliminate the maximum amount of sound, but you don't care about the sound quality, go USB. If you really care about the sound quality, it's only going to eliminate a little bit more sound than the RE20 or the, where is it here? I don't even have it up. Or the Shure SM7B right here. Now, you guys know, when I started on YouTube, I had no money. I was in debt, actually, so I really didn't have many microphones to choose from other than a ribbon mic that I had traded in musical instruments for, and I have it over here for you. So anyway, this is the ATR 2100 Audio-Technica. If you have $50 to $60 budget, this is where you want to go because this thing is so versatile. You can do so many different things with it, and if you anchor it, it really sounds good. It's a good podcasting quality microphone. You do need a windscreen, $3, whatever. Again, people have requested these videos from me, so I just wanted to. I figured after everybody helping me out last night, you guys deserve something if you care. This will probably only help 50 to 100 people that are watching from my channel, but everybody else, stay tuned. We will have a podcast about WWE news. All right, so I'm going to unplug this now. I'm going to plug in my old mic, my ribbon mic, a mic that you never want to use. Never use a ribbon mic. Now, originally this had a casing around it, which I lost. I don't know where it is. But it's basically made to pick up like acoustic guitar and area space and stuff like that. You don't want to use this as a vocal mic. So it's the worst thing I could have used. If you go back and look at my videos in 2013, you'll notice that. So here we go. This was the Audio-Technica 2100. Highly recommended, $50, $60. Okay, so now we're going back in time, and you can hear why this microphone just isn't good. You hear the even with a shield, maybe I can put the windshield on it. Even with a windshield on it, you know what I mean? This thing sounds like I'm talking to you from the other side of a car underwater or something. But this is the microphone that I used to use on my show, believe it or not. You can hear that even with the mic, it rattles. So this microphone was actually $100. It's a R144. It's an MXL, and this is really good if it's on a secure stand mount and you're maybe recording acoustic guitar, but I never would recommend this mic for anything podcasting, and this is the original mic I used. What are you mad at, Finn? What are you mad at, Finn? Wow, he is mad. He's hungry. So you can hear how my son's picking up on this mic and how my voice messes up. So anyway, let's. Okay, now you're listening to the Shure SM7B, and I'm just gonna fix the levels a little bit because they're completely different. This you need a lot more juice to get this thing going. So you need usually phantom power and things like that. So let me just bump up this volume. Okay, so now you're listening to the Shure SM7B, and this was the microphone that saved my life because it was on sale for $200. This microphone's usually like $399 or $400. I think it was 3 years ago that I got it, or 2.5 years ago, something like that. I think it was 3 years ago, actually. And you can hear how it picks up much more background sound, though. You might be able to tell that. I don't know. But this microphone, Michael Jackson recorded Thriller on this thing. That's what you'll hear everybody tell you first, if anybody has any thoughts on this microphone. For the most part, you can really get up on the microphone. You can suck that microphone in. You can pull it far away, and it picks up less volume. But even over here, it picks me up pretty loudly compared to the Audio Technica. But this usually should have a more professional sound, obviously, than the Audio Technica. I am no audiophile. I'm snotty when it comes to certain sounds of audio, but I'm not knowledgeable in what makes the sounds what. But this was my baby for years. I love this thing. But as a kid, I dreamed of having this RE20. I dreamed of having it. So I decided to go out. By the way, on the back, there are some settings to boost bass and some volume and clean. I have one thing levelized in the dynamics, but I have no idea what it really means, so I don't care. There's probably somebody listening right now that does. But for the most part, you'll see a lot of people using this microphone now. Almost everywhere you can see this microphone. It's kind of like the new radio mic or the new YouTube radio mic, probably because it looks so nice and sounds great. So this is like one of the best sounding mics you can get for that price, a $400 price point, $300, $400. But it also looks nice. It just is nice, this nice black, sleek look. It looks very nice. It looks professional. Maybe some people are turned off by the RE20 because of its, this mic hasn't changed in, I don't know how many years, 50 years or something. It almost looks like it's right out of your 1970s TV class closet from the old high school or something. But it is I believe the best. So this is second place for me. But I do love the Shure SM7B, and you guys know that I've even still used it once in a while when I've been bored. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to throw that Shure SM7B in there. So there's your Shure SM7B. Well, let's move over to the Electro Voice RE20. So I don't have a windscreen on this thing right now, but you can tell right now, after I'm just plugging this thing in, I'm just plugging this thing in now, you can tell that right now you're hearing the, this is the standard in radio. This microphone has been the standard in radio. And right now, the biggest thing about right now you're listening to me, this microphone is going into the same device that those are. There is no cleaning, no boosting, no nothing going on other than the mixer's bass and treble. Which I did not adjust. I've adjusted the volume, but I haven't adjusted the bass and treble. And you can see that this gives the best sound as far as that booming voice sound to anything. If you are doing voiceovers, I recommend a windscreen or a pop filter because you can hear that happens. I do have that for this as well. Whenever you use the pop filter for this microphone, see the pop, it's still popping. I double up actually because of my P's. With this other windscreen that comes from, I think, Sweden or something. It's like $50, but this will stop the P's a little bit more. And with this in place, it does an even better job. Or you can simply just shift the microphone a little bit over to the left and just kind of talk that way, and then you'll miss those. But this, without having to buy $1,000 in technology to boost the signal, phantom filters, equalizations, and other things, and have to worry about that stuff, instantly this mic can make your voice better. Now, if you have a high voice, a whiny voice, or just not a voice, you got to remember that voice matters. Sometimes guys buy a microphone, they're like, oh, it didn't make me sound as good as that guy. What the hell? Well, your voice might not be as good. Your voice might do better with the Shure than it will with the RE20. If you have a somewhat bassy voice, or even a little bit of a bassy voice, then you're going to do great with this thing because it's going to amplify that bass. Now, I've got the little boost turned up. This is what happens when I turn it off. I just turned off the bass boost. You can't, now it's just clean. Everything that's coming through is my voice only, and it's picking me up clean, and it still sounds really smooth. But then when I turn it on, you're going to see that boost. See that boost? Now, if you have a higher voice, I definitely maybe recommend, you know, that you start with a cheaper mic, you know, like the ATR, and see how your voice does and work on your voice. But there it is. And you can hear that you can pick up my kids a lot easier with this microphone. It picks up a little bit more of the round noise. What's wrong, dude? All right, guys. Well, there you have it. People had emailed me about demoing the mics or like what mics to get. This is probably the most expensive one, around $400. But this is a microphone that I always wanted since I was a kid, and I never really thought I would get it. And you know, I got it a year and a half ago, I think it was. But there you have it. There's the mics. There's this. I also want to throw a cheap plug in to my buddy Tommy NC 2010. Last night I monetized this. This guy killed it, and he dressed up like a clown, and he really, I got to tell you, man, he put on a show for me and for you guys. You know, I know some people had some fun and people were poking at him and stuff, but you know, he's here to entertain, and he knows it helps. So if you guys want to help him at all, maybe $2, $3 here or there, go help him get to Playlist Live. He's trying to live on his own now in his own apartment. He's doing pretty good, but he definitely could use some help. If you want to give him some help, I would definitely appreciate it. He's done a lot for me, and he's a good guy. And there you go. I actually challenged Keemstar to donate to him, because I said, "Hey, where's Keemstar? I donated." All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Let me know what you think about the microphones. Did I have anything that you wanted to know? Is there anything that I don't know that you wanted to tell me? I don't know. Let me know. But those are all the microphones I believe that I've ever used on this show. And now you know. The more you know. Thanks, and more WWE news coming in a little while, guys. I want to talk about Todd Phillips hitting on women on the airplane, or whatever the hell it is. Oh. See? You don't want to hold this microphone either. Same thing. However, one quick thing on the Shure SM7B. This has the least amount of vibration.